Here at the California Kid, first things first, young man, styling and profiling to say the least.
They told me I couldn't wear a hat or sandals. They specifically told me that for good reason, because I would have. But threw on my suit, my buddy's company, Bello Verde and Asher and Black. He hooked me up with the name in there and everything. Look at that. Thing's slick.
I'm impressed. I'll be impressed, though, on Saturday night when you take on Alex Caceres. There was the whole talk about the prelim thing, and what I tried to explain to people is, like, there's a method to the UFC's madness here. You need to understand why he's here. You may not like it, you may like it, but at the same time, fans are getting Urijah Faber for free.
Right. Yeah, more fans than will watch the pay-per-view. Unless, hopefully, every person in the whole world buys the pay-per-view. But we all know there's some cheap mofos out there and some folks that don't have time to put in the effort, but they'll catch my fight. So I actually did ask for that fight. I asked my managers to get that fight, and it happened. So it is my first time on a prelim, but this is the biggest card of the year on the main event on the free portion, which is going to get more viewership.
You take a look at Caceres. Obviously, Bruce Leroy brings an interesting style. He's more of a free flower, in my opinion, whereas you're very specific. If you're going to explode, someone's head's getting knocked in the second row, or you're getting cranked out, elbowed, whatever. When you look at his style, studying him, what do you see?
I see a guy that lays it all out there. He's not afraid to fight. He brings the MMA part. He likes to do some scrambling on the ground. He likes to throw punches and knees and crazy kicks. So he's also got a long reach, and he's a southpaw. So I think as far as his ability, it's there. Can he beat me? I don't think so.
You take a look at the division right now, obviously with TJ Dillashaw as the champion of the world. Do you feel you have more work to do now to remain at number one, or at least in the top echelon, because he is the champ?
I'm going to do the same work regardless of whatever the situation is. I'm a hard worker, and that's the way I roll, man. I'm a focused guy that trains hard, and I'll be doing that till the day I hang it up.
What's the status right now at Team Alpha Male? Obviously, Chad Mendes getting the bad news. Jose Aldo's out. There's so many mixed emotions there for sure. What's the status right now with the team?
I'm sure I haven't had a chance to talk to Chad yet, but I know he's upset. I talked to our managers also, but there's nothing you can do. So he's got to just know it's going to be a tough fight, whether it happens now or if it happens later. So he just has to stay mentally strong and keep preparing.
And for those that keep asking me the question, why doesn't Urijah take on TJ? My response is, you want to see him fight? Let's just go to Team Alpha. Let's go to California. We'll set the camera up. I'll judge it. I'll ref it. I mean, is that the response you want to give to people? You guys fight all the time as is.
Yeah, we fight quite a bit. It's just it's not a fight that I really want to do. So if that comes to the case where they're pushing that issue, we'll have to have that discussion. It hasn't been the case so far.
You still remain the fact, you and I were talking a while ago that TJ is just a bully. I talked to Dwayne, I talked to a bunch of guys from the camp. There's one guy at Team Alpha Male that is the bully. It has to be TJ Dillashaw.
That's TJ, all right. And it's more of a competitive thing. He's a guy that wants to do everything perfect, and he gets frustrated. He has a little bit of a temper, and he wants to try out all his moves, whether it's at another guy's expense or not. So he's a great guy, but yeah, he's got a mean streak.
Does he have that old, Donald Cerrone mindset, don't waste my 5 minutes if you're going to put that mouth guard in?
I don't know if that's Donald's way of thinking, but I would say that's about accurate.
All right, give me your perfect fight on Saturday night versus Bruce Leroy. What do you envision in there? Are you looking for a 3-round war? Are you looking for a first-round knockout submission? Anything perfect in your mind?
Perfect would be first punch, knockout, or first takedown submission. But, I'm in there to fight to the bitter end.
Thank you very much for your time.
All right, you got it.